Hello YouTube! This time I'm going to restore an old deck wooden chair or a patio chair which is in a very sorry state. It's well weathered and has cracks all over. It's almost like an IKEA simply assembled, so taking it apart and putting it together is a fairly simple job. All the other stuff in between is what this video is about. So get a drink and let's begin. It's got these very annoying staples going deep into the wood, so there is no really nice way of taking them out without damaging the wood. But not to worry, we'll fix that later. So I'm trying to get the leftover glue out, but what's strange about it is that some of it is soft like a hot glue and some of it is hard like epoxy. So that took me some time, as you can imagine. Now I'm gonna wire brush all the screws, bolts and nuts, using plywood inserts for the vise jaws to hold them in place while not damaging the threads. A piece of Scotch-Brite will clean up the aluminum brand tag quite nicely. Using a wood filler to cover all the cracks and dents. I've tried to match the color so when I sand it down and paint, it'll blend in and doesn't stand out. Now I'll glue all the screws, bolts and nuts to protect it from rusting. You can get a 50ml bottle from Amazon for quite reasonable price. Once you cover it, let it sit for a few minutes and then be sure to oil it to stop the process, since bluing is kinda like rusting the surface in a little different way. Hey, do you remember this sander from my previous video? I made a thick foam padding for it to lessen the vibration because of its high RPM. So now let's test it for the first time. Time to start gluing the seat and the backrest all back together. I'm using the same wood glue. I'd like to mention that wood glue does what it's supposed to do the best. Forget epoxy or anything else, use wood glue on wood and you'll get the best results. Just be sure to wipe all excess glue with a wet cloth, otherwise it'll be hard to remove it later when it dries, and clogs up the sandpaper very fast. Time for painting. Sorry, my camera had some problems. It didn't agree with me, or I didn't agree with it. So I had to take pictures with my cell phone, but didn't miss much. It's a mahogany color paint / stain, which is odorless and dries within minutes, so you don't even get to watch the paint dry. So the final assembly. This is obviously the most satisfying part of the restoration, when you see the final result. Please like, subscribe, or comment on what you didn't like or would like to see more of. Hasta la vista!